Live. Let's see if I can figure this out. Bingo. Bingo. Should be it.
Chris. Where's it on here though?
It's worth it. Okay. Hello?
Oh, there, mouse here.
Hi, Melissa. Hey, Rick.
Hi, Melissa.
Oh, you didn't want that up. That's so
Hey,
good.
Rick. Hi, Melissa.
Figured I'd start this a little bit early just to make sure that it's gonna work. But it's probably not gonna work, right? Hey, Rick, you were supposed to call up Elon Musk. When we were watching Allison, you were supposed to call up Elon Musk and tell him to make sure that my internet was gonna work, and you never did. It's this much. So yeah, so here we are, middle of March or end of March, heading towards the end of March, and we got 8 inches of snow, and we're supposed to get more snow again on Sunday, another 4 or something. Oh, you posted it in the Discord? Thanks, Melissa. But after everybody kept, like, say, when we tried to go live, by now nobody's just gonna show up because we tried to go live too many times, and that's why I said it's like that little kid crying wolf. Pretty soon nobody bothers to even show up because you cried wolf too many times. So oh well. Hi, Beth. Thanks for checking in. Did you want to look at something? No, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. So yeah, hey, welcome to the rock room. See, this is it. It's basically just a windowsill. That's the rock room. The washer and dryer's over there. The refrigerator's over there. That's where I sleep, is over there. Yes, it's always your fault, right? Everybody has to have somebody to blame. Why not you, Rick? Why not you? This way you can say, why not me? So, anybody want to see anything? Hey, here's something I can show you guys. So, I don't know if you remember the Discord that I made this. Hey, Phil. I made this cab for the March cab contest. And well, actually, I made a bunch of cabs, but the one I turned in, I made this with it. And it's I'll bring it up to the camera. Say hi, Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Well, you can actually speak.
Yes.
So I made this. I don't know if you can see this. And then I dropped it and broke it. So yeah, that's what I did today. I made something and then I dropped it and I broke it. So, hey Jeff, hey Vicky. So yeah, so I made, finally finished that cab, and then I dropped it and broke it. So here's a little helpful advice to people. When you're working on your cabs, do it like, sit down and do it over the table. And if you're not going to sit down and do it over the table, by God, put a rug under your feet, because you don't know how many times I've done this and I still haven't learned, and I still haven't learned, and I still drop stuff, and I still break stuff. So, hey Chris, how's it going? Starting to show up a couple anyhow, right? I don't know how to tell. Oh yeah, there's people. Oh yeah, so there's people watching. So, yeah. So I did some other stuff too while we're waiting for people to show up. And if you're a member of the Discord, you've probably seen this, but I did. I don't know if this is going to focus or not. There we go. That's a cab I did. Whoop, now we lost focus again. And this is pink opal from Peru. I did that. I did this guy here. And this was actually my drill rock. It's, you know, when you drill holes in things, you need to drill underwater. So I had this square rock that I put underwater, and I've been drilling with this on this thing for years. And then I finally looked at it because all the crud wore off of it. And I thought, well, that's kind of a cool looking rock. So I sliced it up and I started making a cab out of it. So it looked kind of cool. Okay, and then I did this one. Focus. And if people don't know what that is, that's a Wisconsin tater. It's got some really good sparkle, really good translucency. And then here's another one I did today. And I know that one's real hard to see right now. This is red moss. And yeah, would you look at that? Red moss. Couldn't tell. Pretty nice.
Rick's claiming them all.
Rick's always claiming them all. So yeah, that was just a little bit of the stuff I was doing today. Of course, I do a lot of stuff every day. It's hey Max, how's it going? So yeah, so you know, you stay busy. I mean, you know, that's what we do. Hey, just one more rocks. How's it going? Hey Pat, Patricia. Just waiting for a few more people to show up because everybody was probably thinking like this ain't gonna happen. This ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So we were knocking on wood, crossing our fingers, crossing our toes, and hoping that this was actually gonna work. And just when I came out here and I turned this on, it was saying that I wasn't connected. I wasn't connected. I'm like, oh no, here we go again. So apparently, I wasn't connected to our internet. I'm connected to the laptop. So I was connected. So here we are. We're live. So I don't know if I should wait for more people to show up or we should just start doing some stuff. So this is Brenda. This is my girlfriend Brenda. And when I walk you around the shop here, I want you to notice how clean it is.
It'll never be like this.
Because I am very, very clean. I always clean up after myself. I'm really strict when it comes to clean. I clean. Even while I'm working on stuff, I clean. I'm always cleaning. And you should do that too. This way, when you drop stuff on the floor, it hits concrete and breaks. So here, I'll take a tour of the rock room. All right, so I'll show you where the work's done, right there on the piece of paper. Everybody should have one of those. You always want to have a pen, paper, pencil. That's where a lot of stuff goes. Of course, everybody has one of these. This is the squirrel. Eat squirrel. with squirrel. So anyhow, we can let's start over here. So these are hard to see with the light, but these are Wisconsin taters. I could turn a light on here. I don't know if this is going to help at all. Oh yeah, look at that. Ta-da. So yeah, these are some of my taters. Taters. And this is like what taters can
I've seen records.
oh, she's seen records.
Yes.
This is the how the crystals can form in these taters. It's actually pretty impressive. So yeah, this is my Wisconsin tater collection. And these are all Wisconsin taters. And I even find other stuff too, like I don't if people are familiar with chain coral. Now this is a chain coral, but it's not like what you'd normally see from chain corals. So you can see the chaining in there. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But this is a chain coral that's not, like looks like it's a crappy thing that's petrified. Not petrified, but yeah. So yeah, Melissa, yeah, these are my albums. I've been collecting these since, I don't want to give it away how old I am, but yeah, no, since, the 70s. And it's all rock. Well, not all. I mean, there's some other stuff in here, but mainly rock and roll. Yeah, I've got, all the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, all the early rock. I got it all. So yes. So we move along. Now, all these bins here, these are all taters, not polished. There's like tumble taters. There's, geodes, thunder eggs back here. Here there's, rose quartz, highlight opal. If it was dark enough, we could, if it was dark enough, we can use the UV. I'll show you how this stuff really glows green. I have a lot of stuff that glows. This is assorted dino bone. If
Ma said she likes all those records.
oh yeah, the records are nice, right? And Ma, of course. Turntable, stereo, yes. Oh yeah, and then the speakers. Oh yeah, we pound it in here. It gets loud. Miscellaneous, amethyst, Lake Superior, bronze. This is all jade. If you guys like jade, this is all Wyoming. There's some other jade in here. Wyoming jade. There's BC jade in here. There's stuff from Korea. There's all kinds of jade. There's a lot of different colors.
Ma said it's really in the rock room.
Yes, it's a rock room. We got slabs. We got agates. We got copper. This is what I made that Discord out of. These are those copper tiles. These are in the old blast furnaces. This is all just copper. And they put little stones in there.
Beth said she needs a rock room.
Everybody needs a rock room. So yeah, right here, this is a, if anybody doesn't know what this is actually a melter, a smelter, and this is a large smelter for doing large stuff. We take old silver like this, sterling silver, and we melt it down, and then we put it on the rolling mill, and that's what we use to make jewelry, because it's cheaper to do your own stuff rather than buy it. Down there is a vacuum pot. So if you're going to stabilize anything, you want to use the vacuum pot. Some of this copper in here. If you ever seen this copper stuff, you know, this is a piece of raw copper. And of course it's ugly right now. Everybody's like, oh, cut it. No, I want to just leave it like that. Right? Who wants to mess with it? So then we move along. So here we got our, of course, we've got our Mexican crazy lace, silver lace. We have Rosetta lace,
They wanted to know
serape.
if that Michigan stuff, the copper is cool.
The Michigan copper stuff?
Yeah, is that Michigan stuff?
Yes, that's from Upper Michigan, yes. Wisconsin doesn't have, I mean, you could probably find some copper in Wisconsin, but this kind of copper like this, yeah, this is from the Upper Peninsula. This, what they call this actually, they call it float copper. Doesn't look like this could float very well, but yeah, this is all called float copper. And you can see how that crack is in there? The only thing that's holding this rock together is the copper that's in there. And you can see, let me grab a piece here. If you can see the copper in there. So that's how copper ore is formed, like that. And then this, if I walk over here, this big monster here, see how this little tiny little thing is up on, I shouldn't say tiny, same thing, that's held on by just the copper that's in there. So then we move along, and this is all, these are like fossils. This is like leaf fossils. I know it's pretty tricky to see. You know, trilobites. This has got the tiniest little, right here, two little tiny little trilobites. And then you know, more fossils. You know, the crinoids. These ammonites. That's what I was looking for, right? The of course the cool looking ones, right? Get the iridescent colors on these. And then we move along, some fossil corals. Like dino bones. This is more of the you know, of the higher grade dino. I shouldn't say higher grade, but more colorful. Nice dino bone. Everybody's got to have dino bone, right? And then, of course, you know, more stuff. Smelly Shelly right there. Here's some, you know, red tiger, gold, mukite, blue demortite, purple, lepidite, fluorite, jasper mix. I got some good pieces. You've seen the AZ. This is that red ocean jasper. It's actually more of a lilac color, but yes, different kinds of ocean jaspers and stuff. Red lightning agate, mushroom rhyolite. I like that mushroom rhyolite. I think I got a piece right here. That mushroom rhyolite's always pretty cool too. Very interesting stuff. And this is from Wisconsin. This is all ironstone, although we call it, you know, everybody calls it hematite. Some of this stuff that, this red stuff, this banded stuff, this is from the Upper Peninsula. Here, like where I'm from, that's all we get is this kind of just...
That freeform method, it belongs to all your shelves.
You like those bins? Yeah, they're pretty easy to make them. Biggs Jasper. And if people aren't familiar with Biggs Jasper, Duchette's Jasper, which is an older form of Biggs. You know, it's got such tight lines on it. Beautiful stuff. But yeah, Biggs Jasper, agate. These are just agate. These are just agates. I mean, I got trays and trays of agates. More agates. This is the goldstone. This was my entry one of my first botch entries, but you know, it comes in a gold color, it comes in this purple, and it comes in a green. It's man-made, China, but you know, a lot of people like it, so you gotta have it. This is seam agate down here. Whoa! What just happened?
You're still there. Oh, you
I got a green screen.
Yes.
How'd I do
I
that?
don't know. You're very green.
Hold on.
He was smashing
No.
us with the rocks.
Anybody know how I got green screen? Hey!
It's in the effects. There you are.
How can I?
You put effects by touching the side of your phone.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, it has to be something on. You're really green.
How in the heck? I saved 5 minutes ago. Green screen. Hey, there we go. Thank God, right? So yeah, so seam agate. We got Smelly Shelly down there. I got tons of Montana, Botswana, mixed Brazilian agates. This was some of these
You had Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, it turned green.
Oh yes, it turned green.
Well, it's March.
And this is a Brazilian agate, and this is a blue Brazilian agate. So people don't know if you can tell if it's dyed or not. It's blue, but it's really not blue. It's an optical illusion. It's just how the sun goes through there. So it's actually brown. So yes, I got that. And then we move around, and yeah, we got more. We have green jasper, chrysocolla, Sonora, sunrise. If anybody's familiar with this stuff, everybody seems to like the Sonora sunrise. We got yellow and red jasper, moss agate, types of picture stone. There's all kinds of types of picture stone in there, different varieties. Green moss, agate mix. This is the blue. You've seen this from AZ Rock Hounding, the blue tiger eye. I got some massive amounts of that. The Norina jasper, leopard skin, Kona dolomite, obsidians. This is black, snowflake, and mahogany's all mixed in there. We have tater slabs. This is a petrified wood here. Now, petrified wood, man, I got petrified wood coming out my ears, and some of this is.
What was the other Australian jasper sort like Norina you cut in cab last year, Jerry?
That's a Port Hedland. So yeah, so if you look at the petrified wood, and that's some crazy stuff. So yes, so this is Wyoming. It's actually Medicine Bow, Wyoming. I have some stuff from all over the place. You know, just crazy. And this is all Arizona. We got that from Dubell's. I'm sure everybody's been to Dobell's or whatever it's called, right? This is all Wisconsin moonstone in there. Everybody's seen the Wisconsin moonstone.
Don't have a rock room.
Who don't?
Don't have tons of rocks, but she wants a rock room.
This is velvet obsidian. That's a rainbow obsidian. And then all these buckets and buckets and bins. These are all one-ofs. And if you're not familiar with a one-of is mean I probably just have one of them. So they get their own little bin here. Now let me plug this in here. So again, now this is again just more rocks. There's a Herkimer diamond in there still. See that little Herkimer in there? Some different iron stones. And it just goes and goes and goes. And goes. Here's another piece of here's a piece of copper. right here. Nice piece of copper. Here's this is float copper, although it's kind of green blue tarnished. This is a piece of float copper. Here's a little egg, and then you know, and more, and more, and more, and more, and more, and more. This is a garnet. Well, it's hard to see, but this is a garnet glob. These are all garnets in there. I don't know if you can, probably real hard to see. And then of course, you know, all these are full of cabs. Work in progress. Here's some fire agate. I haven't worked on any of this yet. Fire agates, and then you know, cabs. If anybody, I was talking about the Wisconsin moonstone, and I know Julie was having a hard time seeing the shine on the Wisconsin moonstone, but
Rick wants you to open a drawer.
all right, hold on. Oh, you mean one of these? Which one? Rick? Here, look at that. Here's some Wisconsin moonstone, right? Here's some pinolite. And, oh, it's got a little tree agate or moss agate. Right? Here's a tiny... Here's a tiny little... I don't know if you can see that. That's a tiny little purple goldstone. Although I don't know why it's still called goldstone. It should be called purple stone, right? When it's purple. So these are getting smaller, and then these, it's hard to do everything one-handed, of course. These, because you know you can't just make giant cabs. These are
Rick wants to clean them
all little tinies. You know, they're. Let's see if I can pop one open here. Probably not, right? No, I'm not gonna be able to do this. It's tough to do everything one-handed. So yeah. There's the that's a rolling mill. That's what you do. You roll your silver out with that, or copper. You can do copper too. This is some soup, some fossil soup. This stuff shines up just. I mean, it's real soft, but it shines up just beautiful. Oh, that's silver onyx in there. And then, you know, random pieces. All in these, in this too. This is, yeah, this is more cabs. This is in there. You can see the moonstones in there too. And then in here, these are all fossils and different collections of stuff. There's some get a focus, different gemstones in there. You can see those. This piece of labradorite. And turquoise. And oh, here's a piece. I found this. This is said operate not supported. This is a opal that I found here in Wisconsin, and it was like in a little rock. But you know, that's a freaking opal found here in Wisconsin. So yeah, how weird is that? And then this piece, I had stumped some people with this too. Everybody's like, what is that? Huh? What in heck? And then somebody said, "Oh, it's a crystal," and they sprayed it with something, but I'm like, I don't know. But that's the craziest looking piece of something, something, something. And again, like I say, these are all, you know, there's probably too much to dig through. Oh, this has got some arrowheads in here. You know, some arrowheads.
They said it's titanium oxide or some aura coating.
Yeah. Oh, that was their aura. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Was like some kind of something coating. Right. Let me. Here's a fish. See him on there? Fossil fish. We went to Cave of the Mounds. Cave of the Mounds. She's here in Wisconsin, and they said on a field trip way back in high school, and they said, you know, don't touch anything. Well, you're a kid. Of course, you're gonna touch crap. So I broke this off and took it. Little thieving little bastard I was, right? Here's some more. Here's some more float copper. This is kind of what you'll find on the beach, where it's just beach worn down float copper. There's some garnets. Allison would probably be like going, "Hey, cool garnets." I don't know if I'd be able to. Yeah, probably I need a flashlight. Here's a nice trilobite. And more garnets, you know, and this and that. A piece of Milango. Yeah, it'll come to me. Right. So anyhow, so yeah, so more little polished agates, more, you know, miscellaneous. More miscellaneous that. More miscellaneous that. This is more. This was a maybe if somebody knows what that is. I always call this like a little baby alien egg, right? And then somebody said, "Oh, it's man-made." I'm like, well, if somebody spent this much time making this, they were stupid to sell it in a trinket store. But yes, very bizarre. You know, selenite, rose. Everybody's got a ragonite, right? Oh, sorry for the focus there. This is all opals in here.
It looked like a desert rose.
Desert rose, yeah. There's a different stuff. Purple fluorite, beautiful purple. More opals. You know, man. Well, this is like a shoulder bone. Shoulder. Am I? move the stuff. Don't move the thing. This is a petrified chicken bone, right? I mean, I've heard of petrified bones before, but are bones literally look like the cartoon bone that we would see on some kind of show. I found this in Colorado by a creek, and they were doing some work there, and this was sticking out of the dirt, and I thought, well, that's the craziest looking thing. So what is that? I don't know. So yeah, so I'll try not to make you more dizzy. So, and again, more trays, more trays, more trays, more trays. And this is the slab window Brenda made. They're all slabs. And of course, again, this is you know, copper. Every windowsill. This is like some petrified wood that has some real big crystals on it. yeah, so then, you know, and then of course, M&M's. Anybody collect any M&M stuff? Anybody want some chocolate? The M&M stuff goes all the way around. Plus there's bins and bins and bins and bins. And this is like old antique fishing lures. And then, of course, the cab machine. It's a Kingsley 8. That's where all the fun stuff takes place. And then in here,
Show your sign, Jerry. That's what Rick's saying is show your sign.
what sign?
Must be that sign.
No. So anyhow, in here.
Gotta go slower with the camera.
Oh yeah. Sorry making people dizzy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, so again, this is Chrysocolla. This was the bubble agate. Everybody liked this agate. The tiny bubble agate. And of course,
Max said you have signs. That's Rob.
have signs.
Yeah, it says Max. You have a sign.
Oh yeah, sign. Mericosite, different Chrysocollas. And then here we have more turquoise. And this is the good stuff. Stuff you can't buy anymore. Try not to move the camera too much. So this is, you know, the good old turquoise. You can't even buy this stuff. Well, I guess you can buy this now, but they just want ridiculous amount of prices for it. Good chunk of turquoise. This is like a blue seam agate. Same thing. You can't get this anymore either. Well, maybe some people can, but it's pretty rare. More of that blue seam. Some rhodonite. Beautiful stuff here too. There you can kind of see the translucency in that. Beautiful stuff. Oop. So there's that. And then in here, oh, I'm starting to spin around again. And in here, there's, this is, get this wet here. This is some tiger iron. Kind of hard to see the chatoyancy on there. Different, this is fire obsidian. Although probably real hard to see the thing there. More tiger iron. This is a kind of a cool piece too. This is obsidian. And I know it's going to be hard to try to pick this up in the dark here. But it's got this crazy green hue to it. I've never seen obsidian that just a flat green like that. More ironstone, and then here is, of course, this is let's see, this is Chrysocolla with malachite. If anybody's familiar with malachite, you get Chrysocolla that just grows right on it, and that's all. This is just filled. This is chrysoprase. Different chunks of that. Here's some Veracite. I know Karen was like interested in this Veracite. Cool looking stuff. This is chrysoprase. Again, this is real beautiful stuff. So yeah, really amazing stuff. So yeah, then that's that's the thing. Oh, this is where the metal smithing's done. It's covered up right now. because we can't open the windows. So we don't do any of that right now because, you know, you don't want to do that with the window open. So this is, these are the ones, of course, that are, you know, too big to fit in bins, different things, rainbow, petrified, green, different, this is ironstones. This is like a Wisconsin tater. This thing's like, got some kind of, gemstones in it. I don't know. Different stuff. Big chunks of obsidian. So yeah, that's some of the stuff that's here. And again, you know, little this, little that. You know, we collect pewter. I don't know. It's one of the last few things in there. If anybody knows what pewter is, it's the cheap man's form of silver. So is it valuable? No, but you know, whatever. That's why we collect it, because
Soul
it's
wants to just run in and start grabbing
that's why we collect it, because it's really cheap. And of course, library. This is just a small percentage of the books. Upstairs I have like 2 more of these racks of books. Of course, I don't read nothing. I just collect them, right? And of course, there are the rock books, gem things. So now I'll put this kind of up here, and I'll show you some of the whoa, I almost dropped it. Some of the rocks I've been cutting lately. So, of course, I'll get these wet. Let me get this wet real quick. Now, everybody's familiar with my jaspers, and so my jasper here, I normally cut this from top to bottom, but this one I cut along the seam. So let me see if I can turn this around a little bit better, get some different light on it. And this is going to be tough with this light. I need some backlighting. There we go. That's a little bit better. So yeah, so just to show that it goes from this crazy orange, and then it starts to get this gold in there. All right.
Ron thought you should rotate your phone, but you can't.
No, not enough hands. And then it goes into, like, say, into this goldish yellow. I can't zoom it in either. And then let me switch hands here. And then it starts going into this yellow. And then just like that, the yellow fades, and man, this stuff is so cool looking. All that blue and purple in there. This is just amazing stuff. I love this stuff. And then you get this, put this down here. You get this, and I've seen that in some other stones. It's almost like dry cracked mud. But look at the blue and purples in there. Real pretty stuff. And then, let's see here. Here's another piece of jasper I cut. That's got some, although it does have that big crappy part going on in the middle, but that's pretty wild, huh? And then, oh, I'm tripping over some buckets here. Hold on. Let me get this wet here real quick. Okay, now here's another piece of seam agate. And right away on the outside, you could tell, like, right? Like, what is going on with that? And then you can see the that not bizarre? It's almost like alligator teeth in there. And then it starts to change. It's got some good color. It's pretty translucent too. I cut these pretty thick, but still pretty translucent.
Soul wants to know when you're gonna start selling stuff.
Brenda's gonna be selling stuff when I die for probably like 50 cents, 100 pounds. And then she's gonna spend it on a dog show. On taking her dog to a dog show. So yeah, crazy or what?
Double C mega.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And then you get stuff like this, you know, where yeah, it's a cool agate and it's got really good fortification banding and a little bit of moss, and just this doesn't even excite me. I know everybody's like, wow, that's really cool. I'm looking for more. He has asked for more. So again, here's some red, more of that red jasper, kind of similar to that other one I cut. But just wild pattern. Now this one, now we got this, and you could see on the outside, I'm like, wow, that's weird. And this is right underneath a big bot field. And I thought, oh, I'm going to cut this. It's going to be cool. And of course, it's all right, but man, it's less than what you thought.
Mark loves the blue lace agate mosses.
The blue lace moss.
Blue lace agate in the mosses.
Oh. So then, yeah, the blue lace, yeah, that African blue lace, yeah, that's pretty cool looking stuff. This is like an Arizona one here. Of course, we all seen their stuff. It's got a nice little bot hole in there. Moss. This is what Jeff's going to be hunting this weekend. He's going to AZ rock hounding in Arizona, and he's going to go down there and pick this stuff himself, right? Okay, now these I call waxies because they got this like waxy surface, but they don't look the same on the inside as they do on the outside. Now this guy you could kind of see. Is that not crazy looking? Little waxies. Another one here. See, it's got that like that wax on the outside, but good pattern. Not much color in this one, but some good patterns. Now this one, this is dry. You see it's got that waxy kind of look to it. But, wow, look at that. That's a beautiful agate. And here's another one here. Look at that. Wow. All right. Peaches and yellows. Oop, a little too close. Nice. And of course, here was like a poop pile agate. And it's got some really good fortification banding, but you know, no color. So boo hiss, boo hiss. What was that here? Oh, here's another one here. Now this one here, on the outside, I was like, ooh, look at this, you know, nice agate. You could tell it didn't go through. So I thought, well, hopefully it gets bigger, which of course it didn't. But I thought, you know, on the inside, like, ooh, look, it's a king cobra. Oop, it's a king cobra. And on the other side it's a duck. So it's the cobra agate, duck agate rock. But the blue's pretty cool looking, right? Oh, too close. Right? Is that just me? Yeah, probably. So, okay, moving along here. Now this one here, of course, this is the last of the waxies here. And I cut that, and wow, look at that. Look at all those little eyes in there. A bit of fortification banding going on in there. And this is actually like a pink, real pink color. I know the camera doesn't pick up real good the pink. That's pretty bizarre, huh? Or no? Or no? All right, moving along. Moving along. Moving along. Hold on, hold on. I'm coming. All right, here we go. We got another.
That last one looked like a polka dot agate.
Yeah, polka dot. Another nice crazy moss. And of course, this is Arizona, so it's got that band, that onyx banding on it. Really pretty looking agate. It's purple. So this one's pretty. And then this chunk, you know, when you cut these things, I cut these on a 14-inch saw. So if anybody used one of them big slab saws, you can only get so close. And then, you know, what's in the clamp, you can't cut any more off. So they make these little clamps. It's like a slab clamp, so you can slab up. So then you re-slab it, you reclamp this in this little clamp, and then you can turn the stone around, and then you can start cutting off the other side. So that's what this is. So this is the same stone, but now cutting from the other side. It's got that confetti that Julie always talks about. So yeah, so then when you get to that's getting some beautiful color in there. So when you get to the center, you're always left with a little thicker centerpiece, which we call the heart of the stone. And this is the chunk that you make your hearts out of, because it's that thick already. So that's where you make your hearts out of. Nice heart stone, right? Okay, so moving along. It's going to be hard to reach here. We'll do this one next. Whoa. Whoa. Drop that. Okay, now this one I got. And this is, believe it or not, this is hematite. But it's got this crazy, you can see the hematite. It's actually got some kind of chatoyancy on the hematite itself. And it's got this this crazy, and it's I probably can't really see right now, and it's got translucency. So yeah, this is one crazy rock, right? There you can kind of see that hematite, how it's got that chatoyancy. Maybe not real good with this camera. But yeah, so you know, wow, right? Anybody familiar with that? See that? Anybody ever see that before? Not me. So, wow, crazy. All right, there was that. Okay, moving along.
No, they haven't seen anything like that.
Well, good. Then I'm the only one that has it, and I'm gonna keep it. Okay, so we got another Arizona rock here, and of course it's the nice moss. And I don't know if the camera's, like, again, probably not
Bill
picking.
said he can't remember the name of it though.
Oh, you seen it before?
Yeah.
So this is, if you look at the blue and the purple in this, this thing is crazy, crazy.
Beth likes this.
The blue and the purples.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a good piece. And again, if I'd show this up to the light, very translucent. I don't know if that's blurry or not. But yeah, what a beautiful looking piece.
Lori wants me to put a piece in my pocket for her.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now you can probably see, there you can see the translucency in that. That's how that moss is. The moss is very translucent, so there's a good look at it. So yeah, pretty crazy. So okay, now as we move along here, what? Now we get into an agate, right? Not much here. And there's the first cut. Oop, probably too close.
that. Mark was wondering if you could shine through it. Right here's your flashlight.
Shine through what one?
That last piece.
The moss?
Yes.
Yeah. Here, hold on. I don't know. Well, let me hold on a second. And of course, it's hard to see the color. I know that. But this is this is the standard thickness too. That's a good, probably more than a 1/4 inch. So yeah, it's pretty translucent. So now the second cut on the agate, you can see it's starting to get better, or maybe worse.
Mark said nice, thanks.
And then look at that. How's that for an agate? And then, look at
It's like, oh my
that.
gosh.
Is that not crazy? And then the way the pinks and the red, and then you got that blue on the outside. And yeah, wow, right? And this, oops, sorry. And this is the same way. This is even the blue is translucent. But yeah, wow, what an agate. What a beauty. All right, moving along. Moving along. Oh, we do this one. Or half of this one, right?
It's prismatic. Freaking amazing.
What?
It's prismatic. It's
Oh.
freaking amazing.
Oh. So now, this piece of jasper. Now, if you look at that, how's that for a piece of jasper? Plus, it's got that seam going across the bottom. And look at that. Is that not one crazy looking piece of jasper? I don't even know what's going on in this rock. Is that like fire? Like a kiln? Fire in the top, fire on the bottom?
Freaking amazing. Looks like the chain. Ding chain.
Yes, and this is the center, so they say I got the whole other.
DNA chain.
Yes. Whole other freaking half of that to go. Okay, we got this one here. All right, we're getting down to the end. I got one more rock after this one, so now, and this is the centerpiece, of course, the center stone.
And then the giveaway.
Yes. So if you look at that, how's that for an agate? And of course, this is the heart. This is a chunk right here. And then now you got
So
that.
Phil said the piece with the hematite yellow and red jasper you showed, I heard it was called yellow jacket jasper.
Yellow jacket.
Jasper.
And again, you can see the yellow jacket jasper. So this thing is just crazy looking pink and purple. Beautiful agate. Beautiful color. Look at that purple on that. Of course, a little chip. All right, last rock. Hold on. Their suffering is almost over.
And then Mark said all the translucents can string together for sunshine.
For sunshine? No, I got Brazilian agates for a wind chime. Okay, so here's the last one. And again, this is a jasper, I guess. And as everybody knows, the difference between a jasper and an agate is what? Nothing. It's just what you call it. So, Yeah, so look at that crazy looking thing. Got the white agate, and then you got that kind of a purplish kind of mix in there. All right. And then you start getting this big pink agate up on top. That starts to get bigger.
Sol wants to know if you have any ugly ones.
Yes. The whole outside of the garage, 25 feet long on the outside of the garage, 25 feet long is all 5-gallon pails full, like heaping over full of rocks that don't even aren't allowed to come into the heat. So then it turns into this bizarre looking agate. And then back, of course, to the thingamawhatchamajigger. Sorry, let me dry my hands off here.
Daisy
Uh-huh.
Ryan is here.
Hey, Brian. Hey, Julie. I'm trying to find a towel. Find a towel. Hold on. Hold on. Let me turn the camera around. I'm not tip it over. Don't tip it over. I didn't tip it over. So okay, let me get over this. My hands are still yucky. So yeah, so that was the some of the stuff I cut, just a little bit of it, and again, I kind of showed you just the basic around everything, and I've got more rocks outside the garage. So so the minute everybody's been waiting for the rock giveaway. So don't do nothing until I say start.
You just
Hey Josh, don't do anything till I start. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick a number between, don't do it till I start. We're gonna pick a number between 1 and 1 million. And you have to guess exactly what the number is.
No way.
Otherwise, I'm keeping all the rocks. I'm the winner because I'm always the winner. So when I say start, between 1 and 1 million, and you have to get it right on the head.
No
1
way.
million. Yes,
No.
that's fair.
No, it's not. You
So-
have to give some
Listen,
away.
listen. Just you do what I do. It's just think of the number. Think of the number. No 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 no. No, you want to do that?
Yeah.
Whatever. So anyhow, Brenda's got the what do you call it? The
Generator.
generator, the number generator. So we're going to pick. Can you pick 2 numbers?
No.
Well, we'll pick one at a time. So we will. When you pick your number, we will do it twice. So don't change your number. Your first number will be good. And yeah, Rick's already got a 1 in there. So the numbers are going to be between 2 and.
No.
Yeah, there you go, jumping the gun, right? So we're going to be between 1 and 200. And like I say, so we're going to pick 2 numbers, but we're going to just keep your number. We're not going to do that twice. We're going to just go with she'll run this twice and I'll pick our 2 numbers. So, okay, ready, start.
You should read start here.
What? Are you going to write start?
Mm-mm.
Brenda says she's got to write start.
Oh, I didn't put it
2.
in. Good enough.
So 1 and 200. All right, that's it. Time's up.
No, it's not.
Time's up.
No, it's not.
Time's up.
Stop it.
Time's up. That's it.
No.
No more numbers. Time's up.
No, let it be a little bit.
Oh, that's just Julie. You didn't- Brian didn't want to put a number in. Brian's sleeping, or you got him doing the dishes or something. Same with Jeff and Vicky. They must be. You could have put in 2 numbers. That's what I would have done. Brenda does that when she watches the stuff with me. She does the same thing too. So, okay, is everybody in? Oh, Brian is driving. Yeah, that's what I'm always doing is driving, right? Okay, okay, time's up. Brenda, pick a number.
It's 135.
Oh, the number is 135. 135.
It says 136.
Yes, that was a good pick. 135. So who's closest to
Right here's the thing. Move it.
oh, no, you can just do this too. So who's closest to 135? We got Josh is 123. 23, 33. Yeah, 159 with Lori B. It looks to be Josh. Unless
That's good.
unless Brian is that, did you just do that for fun and Julie, or did he actually say 136? Oh, you guys just got a box. You don't need another
Brian
one.
picked 136.
Yeah, right? You did, right? Did he do it before I said time's up?
That's why you
And
gotta
it
put
took
in
you a
a
delay?
stop.
I did say stop.
No, you gotta put a stop in.
Well.
He actually said it, she
Hey,
said.
Caleb, we're giving away rocks right now. Put a number in.
She
Yeah,
said
she
it said-
actually
okay,
said
then
that.
it is.
Well, yeah, I get Josh. Apparently, Brian technically beat you because he put a
She
number
said,
in.
no, give it to Josh.
Oh no, never mind, Josh. Julie said that you are welcome to have it. So thank Brian and Julie for giving you the giveaway, and I haven't said what it is yet. So I didn't even say it was going to be rocks. It could be.
It's gonna
It
be
could
rocks.
be. It could be one of these fine M&M things that I have, or a double, maybe like one I got 2 of or something.
No.
So okay, so now Brenda is gonna pick another number. Go ahead and pick another number. And the number is 50. So now we're gonna go back and see who was closer to 50. 49 was Ronald Hopus. Can you believe
Keep
it?
going, keep looking.
Did somebody got 50? 69.
No.
Ron, what the heck, Ron? You win like every freaking time. I swear to God, that guy is jinxed. Or not jinxed. He's like born with the golden freaking thing in his mouth. Well, since Ron was a previous winner, you're gonna get a small box, Ron. A very small box.
Don't
Yes.
listen to him.
Yes. Whoop. Whoop. So those were our 2 winners.
So you're gonna show him your.
Hold on a second. Did Caleb? Did you get a number in there? I don't know. I seen him jump in late. No.
Oh, well, too bad. That's the way it goes.
Oh, too late to get on. No, go ahead. Put a number in, because we have a constipation prize too. So nobody do anything yet. Don't put a number in. Yeah, no, don't put no numbers in. Okay, we're not. Yeah, Rick's jumping the gun again. So now again, for the constipation prize, everybody put another number in between 1 and 200. Right now, 1 and 200. Everybody put another number in for the constipation prize. Did you get Ron for the
Right
second
there.
one? Oh, you did?
Yeah. Rick needs us.
Who? Rick needs us. Okay, everybody has their number in for the constipated prize. Oh, Soul's in there. Cheryl's in there with the 103. So
Who is it?
that's Chris.
Oh.
So, okay, everybody's done. Everybody's got no. So everybody's got their numbers in. Okay, we're gonna. Come on, I have 2 rocks, right? Yeah, me too. It's like me winning, right? Yeah, I'm still getting more rocks. It doesn't matter. So anyhow, so with the constipation prize, because I'm old school, the whole time I have this thing in my pocket with a number on it, and the number is 22. So whoever has 22 or closest to 22. Ooh, Patricia's got 20. That's you, Patricia. You got the constipation prize. And the reason I'm calling it constipation prize is you'll be surprised when you see what you get. It's no, I don't want to say that. So, hey, congratulations to the winner. For everybody else,
You want to show me?
yeah,
Where-
Caleb. It's pretty close, but yeah.
Show me your email.
Yes, I will. So for the winners, I will show you my email. Oh. So this is my email. And to anybody else that might be, don't mind the stuff there. And then if I can zoom in on this, give you a chance to write that down. That's my email. If anybody else wants to email, but make sure, if I don't know who you are, I'm not going to answer it. So, you know how all that hacking crap goes. And that's, hey, it's my sign. So again, that's the email. Go ahead and send me your addresses and hold on a second here. Whoa.
I want you to do it.
So, what? Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, you bet, Julie. I hope you enjoyed it. I know you love that blue.
Are they all lower cases on your?
Yeah, it's all lower cases. That blue tiger eye. I should show you real quick because you weren't here earlier. But so when you email your address to me at that email address, I'm gonna need your date of birth, your bank account number, your mother's maiden name, and there's one more thing I think you need. Something else. But that's it. Not nothing much other than that. So yes. So again, so for the people that came in here late, and like I say, Brian and Julie, or Julie's the one that's watching. So yeah, so this is the blue tiger eye bin, and if you can see by my hand here, there's your blue tiger. And then you said, oh, they make red. They make red tiger eye. Oh yeah, they make red tiger eye too.
They want to know if they needed the social security number too.
Hey, any extra information will really help me out in the long run. And then of course, we expect for you to pay for shipping, and then depending on what kind of rocks that you want, I'll tell you how much they are per pound. So then we can work all that out and see what that adds up to be. And then, and then and then and usually it takes about a year because I live out in the country, so the mail's pretty slow out here. So it usually takes about a year to get something. So we have a lot of because this is
She wants
central.
you to show her the email one more time.
This is a lot of central Wisconsin. We have a lot of granite, like gravel. So that's probably going to be mainly what it is gravel or granite. And then, but anyhow, so I'm seriously though, let me know, what you have, because if you don't have machines, I don't want to send you some bulk rock if you don't have any saws or anything like that. What are you going to do with some bulk rock?
He'll
Ron,
show you the
Ron,
email again.
you're gonna get coal. I'm gonna go to the railroad tracks down here in Mosinee, and I'm gonna find a bunch
Filled
of
with like some mudstone.
and I'm gonna find a bunch of coal. I've got mudstone. Actually, I do. Petrified mud. So yes, I'm going to pick Ron a bunch of coal because he's such a leaker, and he doesn't deserve anything, but yet he wins. Here you go, Phil. Here's some petrified mud. Or either that or it was my brain.
Ron gave you a sad face.
Oh, come on, Ron. I didn't hurt your feelings, did I? Man. So here's my, I stepped on a dog cookie. Here's the email again, Patricia. I know that's a lot of letters. Do a screenshot of it. Otherwise, you can find me on the Discord too. So,
The dog is dead.
So again, congratulations to the winners, and let me know. And again, a little bit about us. I was born in Germany, and when I was 3 years old, I hitchhiked to the coast, and then I got on a ship and snuck over here to the United States, and I've made a go of it ever since. So I've been in this country, and that's the truth. Most of it's the truth. So I'm one of them immigrants, and that's the way it is. So again, we're in Wisconsin, so we got a dumping of snow, and it's crap. So I'm hoping to get out soon and do some rock picking. And not going to happen. They're already forecasting for more snow. So what are you going to do? So okay. So that's pretty much it. Kraut, German, right? But the name is Dutch. So you figure that out. Why is my name Dutch and I'm German? Yeah. Because I was an army brat. I was born in Wiesbaden Military Hospital. So it's actually an army brat. So, Some plastic in your laundry room. Yes.
He wants
Final offer: $55 for a random tackle box
in your drawer.
of your desk drawer. I got empty ones in there. Just so you know.
Thank everybody for your.
Yeah, so thank everybody for subscribing and participating. Doesn't say how many people are here. I know some people were fading out, fading in, fading out. That's probably better that they disappeared. That increased everybody's odds of winning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, that's pretty much it. I don't know if anybody else is going live tonight. If they are or if they aren't, I don't know. Probably are. Somebody live every night. Probably somebody live, like not only every night, like every minute of the day, there seems like there's somebody live. So, that's it, man. Thanks for watching. Like I said, send me some emails. I'll start looking for rocks. And again, let me know what you might be interested in, because I know like you say, people aren't going to want gravel if they only have a rock tumbler. So we got all kinds of different stuff. Just let me know what kind of equipment you have, or do you just want all finished stones? So, all right, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. Live long and prospect.